Yeah, if you screw off, you'll go viral.
Good afternoon and welcome to the St. Paul Fire Class of 2022 graduation ceremony. My name is Kyle Bodie and I am a training assistant for the St. Paul Fire Department. It's my honor to open these proceedings for our 15 Academy graduates. This ceremony is the culmination of 14 weeks of intense and comprehensive training and builds upon 166 years of proud traditions and service to the residents and visitors of the city of St. Paul. The St. Paul Fire Department Honor Guard and pipes and drums will now present the colors. Once posted, we will remain standing and recite the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order! Order!
Class, prepare to uncover. Uncover. You may all be seated. We would like to thank the members of the St. Paul Fire Department Honor Guard and also the Minnesota State Service Memorial Pipe Band in their presentation and their dedication to the department. It is my pleasure to invite Assistant Chief Mike Gady to the podium.
My name is Mike Gady. I'm the Assistant Chief of St. Paul Fire Department. A successful firefighting academy requires a significant team effort. The time investment occurs not only during the 14 weeks of the academy, but the months prior, which builds on years of training and experience. It is a monumental task to put on a training academy, especially during these difficult times of uncertainty, including masks, social distancing, isolation, and quarantines. To provide a recruit academy with all the training and instruction they need to meet the national, state, and SPFD specific firefighting and EMS standards takes a Herculean effort. I want to personally thank the training division, Chief Jeremy Baker, Chief Kyle Bodie, Captain Kyle Bodie, Captain Jeremy Maxey, Captain Kate Heckman, Firefighter Martha Fecht, and all of the operational firefighting companies that came out to mentor, train, and work out with these recruits. Class of 2021-22. Over the past 14 weeks, you have endured a rigorous and demanding firefighting academy. You have been pushed in the classroom with lessons to learn, materials to digest, and tests to pass. You have been pushed physically to train to be in the best shape of your lives. You have been pushed to adapt and overcome any obstacle that is placed in your path and work as a team to overcome it. You have been pushed to succeed, and you have succeeded. You've been trained you have been trained by experienced instructors on topics not included, limited but not included but not limited to vehicle extrication, hazardous materials, high-rise firefighting, firefighter safety and survival, RSI, or rapid sequence intubation, medical emergencies, and trauma care. You were challenged every day for 14 weeks to make sure that you were ready, competent, and capable. Your families undoubtedly sacrificed and were challenged. They have been supporting you in your success over these past 14 weeks. I would like to thank the family members and friends joining us virtually today and thank them for the sacrifices they made to make these recruits successful. To the class of 21-22, in just a few minutes, you will be presented with a badge signifying your willingness to put your lives before others. You've worked hard for this honor. This badge is not given, it is earned, and you have most certainly earned it. The firefighters you are about to join take pride in being St. Paul firefighters. They take pride in working hard. They take pride in serving the residents and visitors of St. Paul. Carry that pride with you. Use it to continue the job to be the best firefighter EMT and firefighter paramedics you can be. Soon, you will walk out of this auditorium as a St. Paul firefighter. You will have all the necessary skills to save lives, save property, and respond to the thousands of calls for the people that are having the worst day of their lives. Your challenge from today is to continue to grow, stay fit, stay capable, and learn each day that you come to work. We wish you a long, safe, and successful career, and may you be guided, protected, and have the courage to face all of the dangers you will encounter. It is my pleasure to invite our fire chief, Chief Butchings, to the podium.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our celebration today as these trainees begin what I hope will be a long, healthy, rewarding, and safe career as St. Paul firefighters. The St. Paul Fire Department was formed in November of 1855. The department started with just 3 pieces of equipment: a fire engine, a ladder truck, and a hose cart. Today, we've grown into an organization that has 15 fire stations housing fire engines, ladder trucks, medic rigs, and rescue squads. We respond to nearly 60,000 calls each year. Emergencies that include medical responses, structure fires, technical rescues, hazardous material responses, responses from our helicopter rescue team, and searches for lost persons. We're not a department that's defined solely by the emergencies we respond to. We are an organization that takes pride in the service before self attitude. We are an organization that promotes being a servant leader while showing compassion to our residents. And we are an organization that demands an inclusive workforce that recruits members that believe in equity, innovation, and resiliency. In an era of firsts, today's graduation ceremony is the first to be held in a space without any audience. We choose to celebrate firefighter graduation because it not only marks the start of a career in public service for the city of St. Paul, but it also recognizes the hard work and challenging process you all just came through. All of you applied and tested for a firefighter position with the St. Paul Fire Department in 2018. There were over 1,000 applicants, and through the process, you all finished near the top of the 450 plus individuals that passed the examination. Still, it took 3 years for your name to be referred to me and almost 4 years for you to make it here today. I applaud you for your perseverance and commitment. 27 years ago, I was in your shoes where I took the examination as well, with over 3,000 applicants that took that examination. I was in an academy with 40 recruits at that time. And the primary focus of our academy was fire training and EMS. We learned skills from dragging hose to how to fold a tarp. And we couldn't wait for our graduation so we could go out to our first fire where we felt we could make a difference. And it's obvious things have shifted in the world of training firefighters. Today, you train on things like cancer awareness, physical fitness, health and wellness, triaging mass casualty incidents, community engagement, as well as firefighting. And I can't imagine a lot of time was spent folding tarps. I imagine more time was spent training on how you can make a difference with compassion and understanding. I commend the professionalism of the training staff and their efforts in preparing you for everything you might encounter day one on the streets, which for some of you is tomorrow. As I mentioned, a lot has changed since I joined the fire service, and a lot has changed since you applied for this position in 2018. We've experienced civil unrest and a global pandemic. These things have deterred many from pursuing a career in firefighting. And of the applicants referred to the Department from Human Resources for hiring for this academy, almost half have declined that interview. Unheard of in my time in the fire service. In the midst of everything going on in the world, this group said yes to this job. In my career, there's only one other event I can really think of that had as great an impact on the fire service as we experience today with the fallout from civil unrest and the ongoing pandemic. And that is the attacks on our nation on September 11, 2001. This event not only highlighted the risks to us as responders, it impacted the way we provide services. It impacted and changed how we respond to things from that day forward. You are joining this department and the fire service during a time where our global community is uncertain, they're fearful, skeptical, and some are even angry. In the face of all of that, you are agreeing to answer the call to provide prompt, compassionate service to our residents and visitors, regardless of the circumstances and on possibly their worst day. Thank you for not only answering the call to service, but also following through during a time where you are very much needed. Thank you. My remarks on graduations are normally centered around service before self, but it's obvious this group already understands that concept. You are entering into a profession where many would rather not. The community and our residents need us, and you stepped up to answer the call. Again, thank you. Before I leave the podium, I want to make sure and thank Congresswoman McCollum, Mayor Carter, Deputy Mayor Tincher, Council President Brenmoen, as well as the members of the City of St. Paul City Council for their enduring support of our people and our missions. Their support is a clear indication of the priority they put on public safety and the success of firefighters. I also want to thank Senator Amy Klobuchar, as we will hear shortly, a letter that she wrote in support of our graduates and our fire department. And of course, I'd like to thank International Association of Firefighters Local 21 for their partnership and friendship and embracing change for this department and moving us forward as a department collectively. And finally, to the spouses, children, and family members of these new firefighters and all of our department members. Your enduring sacrifice and the support you give our department allows us to serve our residents with proficiency, compassion, and pride. You keep us grounded, loved, supported, and successful. We will always remember and appreciate, and I want you all to remember this, that families also serve. May you all have a long and safe career. Congratulations.
The fire department in general, and the St. Paul Fire Department in particular, is known for its many traditions. Relatively new tradition that started in 2011 is the top selection of a top recruit. The top recruit award is determined by several criteria: academic grades, practical skills grades, training staff review, and a peer review process where each member of the class ranks all other members of their class in consideration of test scores, leadership, integrity, and character. I will have the Academy instructors join me on stage to present this award. As we analyzed the numbers for this class, it was a close competition between several individuals who excelled in the different criteria. One individual did come out on top of the scoring though, and we would like to acknowledge Tim Hemquist as the class of 2022 top recruit. Congratulations, Tim. Another Academy tradition is the selection of a class speaker. The recruit class chooses this speaker, and I would like to invite Sergio Salstrom to the podium to say a few words.
Thank you, Captain. I have no ambition in this world but one, and that is to be a fireman. The position may, in the eyes of some, appear to be a lowly one. But we who know the work which the fireman has to do believe that his is a noble calling. Our proudest moment is to save lives. Under the impulse of such thoughts, the nobility of the occupation thrills us and stimulates us to deeds of daring and even supreme sacrifice. New York Fire Department Chief Edward F. Croker. To everyone here and everyone online, good afternoon. My name is Sergio Salstrom, and I would like to take this opportunity to give you all some insight in the past 14 weeks, to share with you the work in which we all chose to endure as one to get to where we are now, and what I now think it means to be a St. Paul firefighter. On October 11th, 15 individuals were given what I believe the opportunity of a lifetime. We all came to this building that morning, coming from different backgrounds, different experiences, but all with the same goal in mind, St. Paul Fire. It was like the first day of school in a brand new place. We found our assigned seats, with most of us not knowing one another, and awaited to start our journey. I know I came in excited and anxious, especially after hearing horror stories about the Academy's PT. For those of you watching from home, the St. Paul's Academy Physical Training Program is legendary. I remember sitting in class, working on skills, and finding it hard to focus because I couldn't stop wondering what PT was going to be that day, almost dreading it. In my background in the fitness industry, it wasn't until a certain field trip that it finally clicked for me that the PT aspect wasn't a form of punishment, but a necessity to do what we were about to do as St. Paul firefighters. It also opened my eyes to the fact that the 15 of us were, and that this is the work that it takes to save lives. I'll briefly describe this field trip. Captain Aspens took us around the city of St. Paul to look at different building designs, and in my mind, meant no PT. I would never be that naive again. Our last stop was to look at something, I don't remember at the moment, at the Kellogg building, downtown St. Paul. To be honest, that whole field trip became a blur because as we were all walking out, we saw Captain Bodie with that smirk on his face. and he had all brought our turnout gear with our tanks. He instructed us to suit up and walk up the stairs multiple times. The Kellogg building has 32 floors, plus a couple extra for maintenance. 4 times we ran those stairs. You can do the math. And I didn't think I was going to make it. Until I noticed something. We were all hurting, fatigued, in pain, possibly a little dizzy, but we all kept going together. We kept pushing. Captain Bodie shared a video with us one day about the 40% rule that really struck me. The theory is that your mind will only allow you to use 40% of your body's capability and tell your body to stop when it feels pain and suffering. I believe that this PT program pushed us and trained us to take back that control and give a little more, because that's what it's going to take after today. Now, I could stand up here going on and on about our PT experiences, whether it was the State Fair Coliseum stairs, the Turkey Trot Plus, 7.5 miles plus 20 times up and down our beloved training tower, the Kaiser Wars, Celeste, you beat me fair and square, or even the 100-sided dice to dole out burpees. But it wasn't all just PT. We were taught and given the skills to be the best firefighters we could be. And in doing that, we started to come together as a group, a team. No one got left behind. Regardless of each quiz or final from our books, and of course, thanking Lee for being our appointed in-class attorney, arguing, and at most times poorly, over incorrect questions to give us back points, or even just to prove a point. And just remember, it's all in the book. We got through it. Each quarterfinal, and Drew's was lucky enough to run through the quarter two twice. We made it through. We made it through hazmat, and I've never seen us as a collective group so stressed out for that week and a half. More so, even when Captain Heckerman left out a brutal workout that we were all certain was coming that afternoon. Danielson even got the privilege to experience my mind-blowing driving skills. Now that's a cleanse. We stuck together to make sure everyone made it, and that makes me proud to be graduating with everyone here. But it wasn't perfect. We have come to realize in the fire service that you can create a perfect plan on paper, but when it comes to action time, it's just controlled chaos. For example, we didn't expect Clausen to become Wreck-It Ralph and break every single halyard in the city of St. Paul, delaying multiple quarterfinals, but we did it. We even got through each one of Parliament's questions. We did it together. Well, except for Austin Johnson, who never got his fire over at East Metro. I want to thank Chief Inks for selecting us and giving this opportunity. I want to thank Chief Baker, Captain Maxey, Captain Bodie, Fire Department Effect, Captain Heckerman, Captain Reeve, FEO Zapata, FEO Thompson, Firefighter Berg, and everyone from Regent Hospitals and the companies from the streets that gave us the guidance and support during the last 14 weeks. I would also like to give a special thanks to my wife, watching this from home, for the love and support during this time. You are my rock, and I would not be here without you. And on behalf of the entire class, I would like to thank everyone watching for their love and support, for all that has helped us make it through. Finally, what does it mean to be a St. Paul firefighter? What does it take? Well, I'm looking at it. We did it. We made it through this academy, and I thank you all for helping me and one another these past 14 weeks. But we're not done. Yes, we put in the work to graduate the academy, but we still have work to do. Keep in mind these 14 weeks with the work and dedication we put in, and transfer that mentality to the streets. The work never stops. Keep pushing, keep learning, and strive to give your all on and off the streets. And always remember, we protect the people of St. Paul with public education, fire suppression, rescue, and emergency medical services. We partner with the community to mitigate risks and respond to all calls for service with skill, dedication, and compassion. Good luck to us all, because after today, we're graduates at the St. Paul Fire Academy.
Thank you, Sergio. Fun tradition is the class video that tries to capture at least some of what the class went through for all of you to enjoy. Please give us a moment to transition the stage for that presentation. Due to YouTube's copyrights restrictions, you will not hear sound from home during the video.
St. Paul. At a time when our first responders have been put under the tremendous pressure of this pandemic, we in St. Paul are eternally grateful for your choice to serve our city. While friends, family, supporters, and loved ones cannot join us today to celebrate your achievement in person, in spirit, wishing you well as you embark on a new journey in service to our community. The road behind you was as long as it was difficult. Between countless hours of training, writing, and testing, you navigated the tough realities of the public health and economic crisis that we've all continued to face. And yet, as you prepare to join the women and men of our St. Paul Fire Department, rest assured that you have the knowledge and the skills to serve our city very well. The first responders rushes toward the crisis, while everyone else runs away. The first responders risk their lives to save the lives of others. The first responder sacrifices time with their family to serve our community. Your work is vital to the success and safety of our city. So I ask that as you begin your endeavor, that you take care of yourself and take care of each other too, because we need you. Keeping St. Paul safe is made possible because of you, your fellow first responders, and the broad support system around you that will always have your back. In joining the ranks of the St. Paul Fire Department, you accept this enormous set of responsibilities and high honor that mark our historic department. I know you will serve with honor and distinction, and I want you to know that we're here to cheer you on as you keep us all safe. Congratulations again. I'm happy to welcome you aboard, and I look forward to your partnership in the work ahead.
Representing the city of St. Paul and the United States House of Representatives, along with the brave men and women serving in the St. Paul Fire Department. It's a privilege to welcome and to honor the 15 new recruits formally entering the ranks of St. Paul firefighters. Congratulations, graduates, on your commitment to public service. Your family and friends in your community share tremendous pride in all of your achievements. You spent weeks studying hard, and you spent hundreds of hours in grueling training. You're trained and prepared to fight fires, rescue victims from crashed vehicles, save people from windows and rooftops, and respond to emergencies from a cardiac arrest to delivering a baby. And you do all this while you're navigating the COVID pandemic, which makes your work truly remarkable. Today, you will raise your hand to answer the call to protect our community. This is a call to serve others, even in times of great peril to yourself. Your duty is so sacred that it is reserved in Article 6 of the U.S. Constitution. The oath you will take is a pledge to protect and defend the Constitution and all our neighbors. Benjamin Franklin organized America's first fire service, understanding how vital organized fire companies were to the new communities and our new nation. He noted the diligence, the resolution, the abilities, and the hard work required to be critical. Fire protection is no less important today. Modern firefighters are better trained and equipped to respond to new emergencies and situations that were unimaginable in Ben Franklin's time. Since I live in St. Paul, I want to personally extend my gratitude and respect to each and every one of today's graduates and all the courageous firefighters already in the ranks of the department. Chief, as well as your leadership. You've answered the call to serve and protect and defend our community. For that, I thank you and congratulations.
Yeah. He's gonna read it like verbatim now.
A letter from Senator Amy Klobuchar. Dear Firefighter Academy graduates, congratulations on your milestone achievement. Though my schedule prevents me from being with you in person today, I would like to take this opportunity to recognize your tremendous success and to thank you for your service to your communities. The St. Paul Fire Department provides exemplary fire protection and medical emergency service to our capital city and has done so for nearly 150 years. You all have remained steadfast in your commitment to keep our communities safe, rushing to fires, accidents, and countless emergencies amid the uncertainty and health risks of the COVID-19 pandemic. Due to an ever-increasing call volume, your presence has never been more needed. It was a long path to get here. Most of you completed your written and physical exams in 2018. I can only imagine how difficult the St. Paul Fire Department Academy is under normal circumstances. But as a class who worked hard, persevered, and completed this program through the pandemic, you deserve special accolades. Your achievements are a testament to your talent, work ethic, and dedication to public service. I join with family and friends. We are proud of your accomplishments and grateful for your service. Congratulations again. I wish you continued success in the future and am honored to serve you in the United States Senate. Signed, sincerely, Amy Klobuchar, United States Senator. Good afternoon. I'm Jeremy Maxey. I'm one of the training assistants for the St. Paul Fire Department's training division. Today I stand up here to give a little explanation of the badge that we wear on our chests every day. As mentioned earlier, you are entering into a profession filled with the symbolic tradition, some being centuries old. One such tradition is the Maltese Cross. During the Crusades, a band from the island of Malta, known as the Knights of St. John, gained a reputation for courage in battle. While attacking the walls of the city, their enemies would hurl glass containers of naphtha at them. After being saturated in the flammable liquid, flaming torches would be hurled in their midst, causing hundreds of knights to be burned alive. Others risked their lives to save their brothers in arms from dying painful, fiery deaths. Their heroic efforts were recognized by fellow crusaders, who awarded each of them with a badge of honor, a Maltese cross, similar to the one that you wear on your left shoulder. You will also be receiving your badge today. The badge is full of symbolism as well. Perched on top of the badge is a phoenix, a mythological bird that symbolizes new life rising out of the flames. The continuous rope and chain around the badge symbolizes unbroken service and loyalty. The torch indicates your willingness to risk your lives in response to other people in need. Centuries ago, warriors wore a symbol of the weapon they were expert in. When that weapon was crossed, it meant that they had used it in battle. On your badge are the cross tools of a firefighter, which you have demonstrated proficiency in. The badge is not just a piece of metal. It is a symbol that carries an obligation to protect and save those in need. There is no nobler an obligation. Now I'd like to take the time to call Chief Finks up, and we're going to begin the badge presentation. Gloria Clausen. Christopher Claypool. Graham Danielson. Austin Drews. Sydney Ellis. Timothy Hemquist. Nathan Hurleman. Austin Johnson. Marvin Johnson. Jonah Casa. Brandon Landsberger. Jacob Lee. Sergio Salstrom. Celeste Sawyers. Jeffrey Wunderlich. You need your stuff here, Chief. Chief Inks, would you please administer the St. Paul Firefighter's Oath at this time? Class of 2022, please rise.
Recruits, please repeat after me. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name, solemnly swear to uphold the Constitution of the United States. That of the state of Minnesota. All ordinances of the city of St. Paul. And the rules and regulations of this department. I will strive to maintain a spirit of teamwork and cooperation with all personnel. I will seek to give only the highest example of honesty, integrity, and good citizenship. I understand my behavior on and off duty affects the reputations of all firefighters. I will at all times uphold the highest standard of a professional firefighter and the proud traditions of the St. Paul Fire Department. Congratulations and welcome to the St. Paul Fire Department. I present the class of 2021-22.
This concludes the class of 2022 graduation ceremony. Thank you all. To the newest members of the department, I wish you a long, safe, and successful career. Welcome to the family.